Morning all. It's Maureen here, Stitch Mac, and it is January the 1st, 2019, so Happy New Year to everyone. I'm going to kick off the new year with a finish. It's 1:45 just now, so it was about 12:30 I managed to get this finished. Yay! It's changed slightly, right, because this is my 2018 temperature garden. I bought this from Stitching Mommy on Etsy. She does this and she does various temperature gardens and balloons now and quilts and all different kind of things, but this was the garden. I did it slightly. I haven't put in the months. I didn't really like the writing in the months. So yeah, that's me done. So I did, like I say, it was a little bit of a cheat because yesterday I worked on it, so I finished up the rest of December, and then so today I just had to put in 31st of December. And that's me. I'm quite pleased. I don't think I'll rush to do it again. I did enjoy it, but I'll maybe in a few years' time have a look and see what climate change is like. See if the ice is all melted and we're all burning. Yeah, so it was quite good fun though, because it was quite exciting. There's like a couple of little pink ones, because it got like actual hot here, but the vast majority is just kind of the same. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. That's the only thing. I'm going to do something with it. I don't know whether to make it into like a little flat fold or see if I can find a frame. Or anyway, that's a job for another day. So I did that, and last night. So I worked on that yesterday, and then I had a little new start, a cheeky little new start, because it was New Year's Eve. I didn't actually do anything. Well, my husband was working last night, so I picked him up. He finished at 11, and I dropped him, and then one of the chefs at work took him back, because there's no public transport, so it would have cost him a fortune to go home. So I dropped him home. So we were home about 20 to 12. I got some cava out, and we had a couple of drinks. It was quite nice. That was us. New Year's Eve. But early in the evening, I had a new start. Oh, Carolyn Manning Designs. Carnival, I thought. Carnival, festival, New Year's Eve, celebration, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I started that. I've got a few wee stitches in it, nothing very exciting. I had bought some easy count guide, because I don't know why. I thought, okay, it's full coverage, I'll just do that, but anyway. But it turns out I decided to do it over 2. I didn't want to do it over 1 because I lived in ridiculously small over 1. Oh, I need to fix that stuff. So I'm doing it over 2, and it turns out the squares, like the little quote, aren't even 10 by 10. So it doesn't really matter. But sorry, it lightens a bit. Rubbish. Yeah, so that's my little start on it. I think it was quite a nice, easy one just to pick up. I'm tired of that, and just do a few wee stitches here and there. Not massive. So yeah, a few wee stitches here and there. No plans. It's not on my schedule as such. Not that I'm going to keep to that tight a schedule for 2019, but I have various things I want to be doing every month, which I won't bore you to details with just now, but just as I'm going through them all, I'll tell you a bit about it. Video wise, I'm probably going to do this. Hopefully, I'm going to do these as more of a kind of vlog, kind of whenever I'm working and stuff. Because this, as I realised, I did actually do a video of everything yesterday, and then it decided not to save the first bit, and then I paused it, and then it decided not to save again, and it's just this phone is not brilliant for storage wise, but I've worked out, I think if I could just do little bits here and there, I can put them all together. I found a video editing thing for Chromebook finally that I think I can put them all together, and it should work. That's the theory anyway. So today, to finish that, so today I'm now doing another little piece. I'm doing a few wee pieces today because it's New Year's Day. So I'm going to do, and this is what I'm doing my anniversary piece. Let's see if I can find you a picture of it, which is my, I don't even pictures, but anyway, crappy light. This is Red and Yellow Poppies with Grasshopper by Annette Schwartz Miller. And it's from Whoopie Cat on Etsy, and she's got loads of these different kind of Art Deco kind of panels, and oh my god, they're so friggin' gorgeous, and I just would buy them all. But turns out they're quite big. I remember when I started this last year, I was like, ooh, bigger than I thought. So that was my start on it last year. And so I must have started it on the 1st of, I had it down on my list I started on the 1st of January. So this is my anniversary piece, so I'm going to do a little bit on this today. Not very much. I think this is going to be one of my monthly, oh, excuse me. Oh, that patty for breakfast. This is going to be one of the months. I think it's May Gardening or something like that on Full Coverage Fanatics, one of their monthly styles. So it'll be coming back out for a proper show. Right, so I'm going to go and do that. And I'll speak to you later. Bye. Hey, so we are now on January the 2nd. So I'll just share quickly a couple of things I worked on yesterday. So yesterday was obviously January the 1st, New Year's Day. And so I had another start. Because, you know, what the hell. So this is, so I'm now actually going to flick here. Right. Yeah, don't quite know what I'm doing. That's fine. Ignore me. I know what I'm doing. Right, so I'll show you. Sorry, don't pass as usual. Right, I will show you first up. So we have this beauty, which is, if you haven't seen it already, it is Forever and Ever by I'm actually gonna have to look at it. It's Cottage Garden Samplings, and this is the Songbirds Garden Series #1. So it was the first one that came out. And I freaking love it. I'm doing this as a wedding sampler for a couple whose wedding obviously we're going to this year. So it's not till August. I thought I'd get it started. So I'm not sure yet what I might. I haven't decided whether to change the love and put their initials in there and their date, or put it underneath. I shall have a think about that as I go on, but it'll be a wee while before it gets to that stage. So I'll quickly show you what I did. So I'm just using this. It does come with, it's charted for week dye works, but test stuff that. It does come with DMC equivalents. So I'm more than happy just to use the DMC. So, sorry, I haven't really thought about this very well because I'm just holding this in my hand. Sorry, I'm going to put you down a minute. And then, sorry, seeing lots of blank wall. Now, I thought I'd do this quickly and hoof. So, but, right, here, that's what I've done. Yeah, so just doing it on with the DMC, because to be honest, the colours are really nice, and I really don't see, looking at the picture of the model picture and looking at the colours so that they match, fine. So this is, I'm doing this on 32 count. Now this was a piece of 32 count vintage linen from Lakeside Needlecrafts. Yeah, Lakeside Needlecrafts. Because I'd been looking at old dyes and I couldn't find one that I liked, and then I was like, I'll stuff it, you know, maybe I'll do it in a 36. I was trying to find a 36 count in a grey that I liked. Couldn't find that. And then I saw this and I was like, okay, let's just go for this. It looks fine. And then it came and oh my god, it's so much better than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought it was just going to be grey, but it's not. It's actually kind of mottled. It says vintage grey, so it's mottled. So it's like dyed on the one side, it's plain on one side, dyed on the other. But it was like really reasonably priced. And great, I ordered that on the Wednesday afternoon, the 27th. Thursday morning at my door. Cannot beat that. So that was that. So yeah, really chuffed with that. So yeah, it's a really, really nice shade of grey. I don't know if I can. Yeah. I was like, holy crap, that is exactly what I want. Because I did kind of have a look at some other fabrics that I had in my stash, but I was like, nah, the grey really does work well with it. So pleased with that. The only other bit I worked on, no, it's like, yes, I did a couple of things, was my poppy panel, because it was an anniversary piece. So I did that, and I think I filled in just around here, filled this bit in. So it only just goes out a little bit more. You'll see from the fabric where the fabric's cut. There's like there's another like panel bit down there. So that'll go away. That was quite nice working on that again. The way that, you know, where you get out and you're like, oh, damn it, I'm actually going to just carry on working on this. So yeah, so that'll go away until I think about April or May. Sorry, sugarly camera is just because I'm holding it. Right, so I'm going to carry on with the rest of my day. I'm watching Beverly Hills and eating pizza. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and eating pizza. Last day of the holidays, back to reality tomorrow. Back to salad. So, bye. I'll speak to you later in the week. Evening all. We're on Sunday 6th of January. January, I've told my part there. Yeah, January. So I'll just show you quickly what I've been working on the last few days. And what I'm about to work on now. So I've got it in my hand. Da, da, da. I'm getting out my thistle. And this is basically a square. And I was planning to make it into a square now, but obviously it's quite big. So I'm just going to do it, and then I'll think about what to do with it once I've finished it. Sorry, the lighting's not brilliant tonight, actually. Let me just check. Maybe if I make this white. That's better. Yeah, so this is just a purple, sparkly, random bit of fabric that I had kicking about, which just worked perfect with this. And the colours I'm using all Gentle Arts, Sugar Plum, and Purple Iris for the purples, and some Cucumber and Gecko. And I'm seriously going to overnight, but I'll worry about that when it does happen. So I'm going to work a bit more on that tonight. I'm determined. This has been kicking around for ages. I worked a little bit on it on New Year's Eve, because that was the first time I'd worked on it all last year. So it's like, yep, I'm going to do a little bit. So I'm trying just to do a wee bit every so often. And I've got like a few smalls, so I'm going to keep, I've got like a bag of smalls. I'm going to keep them out and just work on them every so often. Keep them out, keep them in sight as such, and just, so once I finish this, just work my way through it. That's my plans for that. The other bit I've been working on this week, I'm taking part in the 90 Days SAL for Full Coverage Fanatics. I think I'm planning just to do all year on this. Is on my Cartograph XL. So I'm working up on this page here. So I've just been filling it. It's been really nice actually. I haven't worked on this bit for so long, which is just like confetti, heaven or hell, whatever you prefer. I'm just filling in this wee bit here. I've been filling in this wee bit here, which is really just 2 or 3 colours. So it's been quite nice. And then just the last day or so, I just did a little bit more on here. Because I think I'd messed up slightly around there, so I've been kind of sorting this out. So I'm good to go. So just depending on the day, I'll either do a little bit there, a little bit up there. I'm just going to try and finish this page off. Let's see how it goes. So every week we take a picture of that, so I need to remember tomorrow to do that. And then the other bit I'm doing is, this is for the January Higgy, the Cozy Stitch Along in Full Coverage Fanatics. So I picked this because I thought this makes me want to be cozy. It's one of those. And also I'm doing this on the Scotch Stitching sheet. We're doing a Juicy January to do 3,000 stitches. Don't know if I'll do that or not. I might have to abandon that. But yeah, so I've just been working away. It's funny because I can never really remember what the picture looks like of this. But it's quite nice to get some lighter colours. It's been very dark and autumnal because it's Bewitched Park and it looks very autumnal winter, and it makes me think cozy nights and not having to go outside. Yeah, so just been kind of, that's the bottom of page 1. Think about that, it's about the end of page 2. So I'm just going to kind of carry on working on that. And seeing that's just count 10 stitch, 28 count, 28 count, 10 stitch, 28 count, 2/1, and my cartographica as well. This is a kind of a soft grey. I bought it for something else but didn't like it, so I just was like, fabulous, it'll do fine for a full coverage piece. And my cartographica is just white. Just good old white or antique white. Don't know, one of those. So that's that. So I'm working with Thistle tonight, kind of working on those two. I'm going to get my the songbirds, I'm going to call them my lovebirds. Going to get them back out again at some point this week. Otherwise, back at work on Thursday. I should go back to work on Thursday. Work Thursday, Friday was quite nice. Thursday was busy, but Friday was quiet, and then it's back full on tomorrow. Everybody's back in the office. Phones will be going mental in the morning. Joy, joy, happy, happy. Yeah, and that's it really. January, what am I going to be doing in January? I've got, I've got a gig coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm going to see Charles Eston, who, if you watched Nashville, he played Deacon. Obviously, I've seen him as part of the Nashville in concert, but this is the first time he's doing a little solo tour. It's part of the Celtic Connections thing in Glasgow. So originally it was going to be at Moor, which is like a really, really small, like the complete opposite of the Hydro, which is like, I don't know how many thousands of people there. Moor is like 500 people. It was like, and I don't know how I managed to get tickets. Somehow I managed to get tickets. And then they ended up moving it because the tickets sold out in like 30 seconds or something. So it's now the Old Fruit Market in Glasgow, and it's not that much, it's not huge, it's only maybe 1,000 or so, I think, a couple of thousand. But it's small in comparison to Hydro Stadium nonsense. So that's going to be fun. And then between night away, I got one of those Etisaon vouchers for Dunblane Hydro, so I'm going to do that because it's my birthday at the end of January, so I'll do that for that. So that's January. I like January, see, because it's my birthday, so I like it. Everybody else is miserable. I'm like, I don't mind. I've got something to look forward to at the end of the month. So that's me. Got the house to myself for a couple of hours. Well, Joe's upstairs, everybody else working. I'm going to switch away for the next hour or two. Cheery bye. Hey folks, so we are now at the end of January, so I'm just going to show you another couple of things I've been working on this month. As you'll see, in case you don't know it, it's my Chatelaine, my White Nights in St. Petersburg. So this month I finished another side as such, so apologies for the kind of crinkles, but I've just yanked it out of the Q-snap on this side. So I finished this side. So all I have left to do now, so next month I'm going to start working on this side, and then that'll be all that done. And then I think there's like an extra bit up here, some more buildings up here, and then we're on to border. So yeah, I forget actually how nice it is. See, when you take it all out, it is actually gorgeous. And I'm just keep working away on it, and there is a glimmer of hope of a finish. It's bad though. My husband the other day came down and he was like, "So what are you working on?" Oh, that. Oh, you've been working on that for like years. But you nearly finished. I'm like, yeah, yes, so near yet so far. Don't hold your breath. There's still quite a bit to go. Because then obviously I've still got all the beads and everything to go. There's like all beads all in here to go. Hey. So that's that. So I'm just getting in for a little close up. Apologize, don't look too closely at the special stitches because I ain't ever gonna win any prizes. Yeah, this is really nice. So, what is it? Petty treasure braids. This is all just for information. This is all in DMC, apart from, and that's obviously the treasure braids. And I think there's like one I've used like this blue is a gassed blue, and then there's another one up there. But other than that, all DMC, so you don't need to spend all your money on fancy threads. It still looks really nice in DMC. And this is just 20 no idea what kind, 28 or 32. It's a white shell. I think it's just, it's a bit washed out. Like, it's just a very, very pale blue. Very pale blue. So yeah, like, so next month, my plan is, because I'm planning to do, my plans for this year, I've been kind of thinking about it over the month. I'm planning on doing one full coverage piece as a focus piece, which as like from the Full Coverage Fanatics, their monthly sales. I'll do one of those. I'm going to work on my Cartographica, which I'll show later. I think I've showed it earlier in this, but that's going to be my everyday one. Then I'm going to work on my chatelaine and work a little bit each month on my chatelaine. And then I'm going to work on one small and one other. So like this month I worked on Bewitched Park, which I'm just going to show you. I've been working on my Cartographica every day. I finished this side for my chatelaine. Worked on, and my smalls is my thistle. And my lovebirds is my other. And then, because I felt that way I'm kind of getting a good, sorry, I'm holding my back sore now. Leaning over like that. I'm getting a good mixture every month, but I'm making kind of all my full coverage pieces will then have a bit of work on them during the year, but I'm also kind of getting quite a bit, the kind of bigger ones are getting near the end. And this is what it's worked quite well this month, and I think this could work well. So I'll pop this away for just now. Good morning all. So I'm just going to quickly show you just a wee catch up with what I've worked on the rest of January before they all go away and probably never seen it. So this was my Bewitched Park. I had this out early in the month, and this is where eventually I finished up. I think I had got to kind of there. So this is, I think I've finished page 1. This is like page 2. So yes, I'm quite pleased with that. It's quite nice. I'm finally getting some lighter colours in there. I think this goes away now till autumn. So I'm going to put it away now and show you. And this is what I'm calling my Lovebirds, which is the Carriage House samplings, one of the monthly series. Which I showed earlier. I've made a little start, so I've just worked a bit more on the pink. I'll work on the rest of this actually now till for the next couple of days, because I'll work on this just at the end of January, so we'll see where we get. I'll pop it away for just now. And then yesterday I had a new start because it was my birthday, and that was fun. That didn't really quite go according to plan. So I'll show you what I was doing. So I was starting Mirabilia. Oh, I don't even know what Stone Roses. Yeah, Stone Roses, Mirabilia. So now I looked at that and thought, oh yeah, that's white and greys. Yep, that'll go nicely. I had this really nice pale, kind of marbly purple coloured fabric. I thought, yeah, that'll look really good because I'm going to change out the blue. I'm not too keen on the blue. I'm going to change it up. And then I started stitching on it. So then I got it out and I started stitching on it. And it turns out that grey is actually kind of like purples. I think it's like 452 and 453. Which was the exact colour of this fabric. I mean, I swear to God, it didn't seem to matter where I was stitching. It was like really overdyed fabric, but it was the exact colour. And I was like, I was showing my daughter, I'm going, that looks great, doesn't it? It looks great. How is it not great? So, a little abort with that. And I then had a look and seen what else I could find. And I was really annoyed because it would have looked really, really good with it. I was like, well, I could have just changed it up, made the colours a bit grey. I thought, no, that's just too much like hard work. So instead, I'm going to show you one that looks nothing like what it actually is. This looks very blue here. I don't know if I can get the colour. No, I'm sorry, because it's morning time. I'm trying to do this because otherwise it's just never going to get done. But I'm doing it under the light, so this is not the colour it is. It's purple. There's my grand start. Sorry, I can't even get it to focus on it. Yep, sorry. That was it. So by the time I changed over took out what was in the other one, and then realised, and then started on this, and there's about 3 colours in there, and realised I'd put the wrong colour in one bit. Yeah, it was just, not meant to be. So anyway, it'll look nice one day when it's done. And then last but not least, I've been working on, carried on working on my cartograph cup. I've added a little bit more in here. I think I'd probably done. I've just been kind of going between adding bits up here, like I'm going along the border, and then adding bits in here, and then coming down here. So that, because I don't get too bogged down on the real confetti. That's it. So it's coming along. That's about half of the page. Yeah, that's about half of that third page. Kind of, I'm coming out to about halfway here. So yeah, on track to get that done sometime. And then I'll probably kind of work my way down here. So that's that. Yeah, so end of January. I'm off my work for a couple of days. I'm heading out to Dunblane later this afternoon. If my boy's okay, he's got a real dose of man flu. He's got a really bad cold, Joe, and obviously Neve's going to be about, but he's like, oh, I'm not well. It's first dose of man flu. You can tell he's a teenager. But that's the plan anyway. And yeah, not much else happening. So I will lovely you and leave yous and speak to you in February, hopefully. Cheery, bye.